Okay. It's like the first day of winter, something like that. Pretty close to it. This is the water meter. It's in the parkway between the home and the curb where it should be. It's a nice analog meter. Right here, you see that little triangle right there? That's a flow indicator. Some people call it a cheater wheel or cheater paddle. Call it what you will, but it's very sensitive. If that thing's moving, water's moving. We need to find out where the water's moving. If it's someplace that it's moving. You see that? Okay, it's moving. Moved off of the 7. We've got a leak someplace. That failed the water meter test. A lot of times it's in the lawn sprinkler system, but we're not going to be able to determine that here in just a moment. It's okay to have this in the parkway because that belongs to the municipality. This is the check valve for your lawn sprinkler system. You can barely see there's a check valve in there. There's at least the top of the check valve is in there. I can't determine the check valve's in there, what condition the handles are. I just can't see it. And it wasn't required when this home was built, but there should be a main water shutoff valve to the entire lawn sprinkler system, so you could just turn that valve off with your hand and check your water meter for that matter. Okay. Moving on along, the closest bib faucet to the meter is where we check the water pressure. We're looking for between 40 and 80 psi. Between 40 and 80 psi. We got about 50 psi. That's good. And we're going to leave that on because you're supposed to let it rest for a little bit. I cannot find the main water shutoff valve to the house. It's supposed to have a main water shutoff valve. I've been around. I also like to show you, and I can, the main clean outs. We can do that. If I'm stalling, I want to look at that meter one more time. Right through here. It's in another video, but you know, your gas meter's out there behind that little bush. These are your main sewer clean outs. One time it was cast iron. We've got a little PVC in here. There's your back faucet. It does not have an anti-siphon device on it. Vacuum breaker. None of the exterior faucets, so the 3 exterior faucets have that. Lawn sprinkler system does not have a weather sensor. It's improperly extension cord, improperly used to supply power to it. Zones are not labeled. We do have a carrying use manual. How about that? Zones are not labeled. Improper power supply. No weather sensor. Check valve is on the parkway instead of the yard. Check valve does not have a main disconnect. The water meter failed its water meter test. We do not have a main water shutoff valve for the house. And the water pressure coming to the house, which is a good thing. This is the good thing is about 50 psi.